I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids. I need a
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
Bruh, how is this man still free?
How, Sway?
LAPD just raided his Hollywood Hills crib, scooped up laptops, hard drives, phones, the whole setup. And the coroner already classified Celeste's death as a homicide. Yet David out here on Fortnite like it's a regular Tuesday. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, a 14-year-old girl lost her life. 14, not 15 like some outlets first said. 14. And while the cops are moving like they got all the time in the world, the industry wasted 0 seconds. His shows, canceled. Labels and brands pulled his face overnight. Features and collabs, gone. The machine don't wait for a judge. They cut you off the second your name smells like scandal. And here's what's really disturbing. His own art and live streams are coming back to haunt him. Songs about bodies in trunks, lyrics about hiding from cops, streams where he's literally telling mods to delete everything. Bruh been dry snitching on himself for years.
Care about the love when I'm with you, 'cause I be breaking it all the time. Care about the love when I'm with you, 'cause I be breaking it all the time.
From there, everything spiraled. Police raided the spot he was staying at, walked out with evidence bags. Hollister yanked his campaigns. Tate McRae and Cali Uchis unfollowed overnight. And while the system's still building the case, the internet pulled up receipts, matching tattoos, creepy live streams, Discord screenshots. And now, with this homicide ruling and his own song sounding like confessions, the question ain't just why isn't he arrested yet, it's how many people knew and how deep does this cover-up go. Now let's talk about the clips that got people shivering. There's this stream that resurfaced where David's on camera with Celeste. He's saying, I media trained you, and she replies,
It's controversial of kids.
And right after, he's panicking, telling mods, delete everything, delete the VODs, everything goes. That ain't just a slip up. That sounds like a guilty man realizing the world just heard too much. Then you got his own music, and this is where it gets real disturbing. One track from back in 2023, when she was just 13, he's talking about her name tattooed on her chest, them getting high together. A 17-year-old bragging about that with a 13-year-old? That's not a love song. That's evidence, and it don't stop. In March this year, he drops another joint where he literally says, nobody ever caught me, but I spoke too soon, in the back of a police car.
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her.
I mean, David wasn't even trying to hide his weird pedophilic relationship with the 15-year-old girl. We got lyrics like what I just let you listen to. We got pictures of him with a girl that looks just like her. He posted the music video for Romantic Homicide, which is one of his most popular songs, on her freaking birthday. It's claimed that they both have the same matching finger tattoos. And it's also claimed that this picture right here was taken less than a mile away from the girl's house, on top of her mom saying that she had a boyfriend named David, but I guess just didn't know anything about him besides his name. But on top of all that, he literally has an unreleased song online called Celeste, which is most likely just getting reposted right now under that name due to the circumstances. But they call it that because he says her name in the song multiple times.
Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. Hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm upset.
I'm not that familiar with his voice, so I don't know if this is actually him or not. But everything else I just listed still stands. Stop looking up to these celebrities, you do not really know who they are.
Bruh, You just dry snitching in HD at that point. You ain't writing metaphors, you writing confessions with a beat behind it. Even his career plan interview aged creepy. He said in 5 years he's retiring, going off the grid, no social media, no digital footprint, living on an island. 5 years from when? Right around when Celeste would have turned 18. That ain't coincidence. That sound like grooming with an exit strategy.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but
Okay,
hopefully
okay.
it's like even crazier next
Okay.
year. And then I go on crazy year after year for the next 3 years. And then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro.
on,
You'll
bro.
have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah.
You can pull up on a
What's the
yeah.
secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely
of the secret.
not.
Everywhere you look, the art matches the allegations. Songs about hiding bodies, jokes about cops, disappearing at 18. He basically left his own trail of breadcrumbs and now everybody's putting it together. Now here's where it gets even nastier. Word on the net is that Celeste's family might have known a lot more than they let on. Allegedly, David was paying him up to $10,000 a week to keep quiet and let him be with their underage daughter. $10,000 a week. And think about it. While they were posting online like, help us find her, we're so worried, there are folks in the neighborhood saying, nah, they knew she was with him since she was 11. So were they really searching? Or were they cashing checks while the world thought she was missing? Then you got people claiming her mom literally let her move in with David. A 13-year-old living with an 18-year-old and the family acting like it's normal? Bruh, that's not parenting, that's selling your child. Call it what it is. It gets worse. Even her so-called friends were extorting David, telling them to pay up or they'd expose where she was staying. Whole circle around this girl looked at her like a payday instead of a child. Now, we can't say every claim is fact. Some of this could be rumors, but the pattern is too crazy to ignore. Missing posters on one side, hush money whispers on the other. Makes you wonder who really failed Celeste the most. Let's slide into the online trail, cuz this is where things get real disturbing. Screenshots floating around show David saying how much he likes watching gore. Not horror movies, actual gore. Bruh, if you sitting back watching people get butchered and enjoying it, that's not just weird, that's a sickness. And then Discord. Every time some evil story breaks, Discord is in the background like a smoking gun. Old messages, jokes about cops, even people calling them out for being with Celeste. Some of his own fans joked about Epstein flights. Joked about an island trip. Y'all knew and still watched. Then there's how they met. Rumor is they first linked on Fortnite back in 2021. She was 11. 11. He was already older, already in that position of power. That's grooming 101. And listen to how Celeste would talk. Sometimes joking about he's with kids. Sometimes hinting at the truth, then brushing it off. That's the clash you see in victims, not fully realizing, not knowing how to get out. Meanwhile, he's normalizing it, pulling her deeper. Add it all up. Gore obsession, Discord receipts, Fortnite DMs, creepy live streams. This wasn't some secret affair. This was grooming out in the open, right under people's noses.
And I had the idea to kind of make this first music video introduce a character that I had been kind of ideating for a really long time. That's why you see him with the blindfold and the bloody shirt aesthetic and the bow tie. I'm really big into anime and I'm really big into manga. And I wanted to make my own manga series at one point, and I was writing a lot of poems and writing a lot of things for it. And a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Itami, which means pain in Japanese. And he wears this blindfold, and he's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. He's holding the knife with the bloody thing. You get the girl who's basically like the ghost of the person that he killed. Was his first victim in the manga.
Now here's where the rabbit hole gets deep, because it ain't just about David moving foul. It's about who else might be running cover for him. First off, word is that his own subreddit was censoring posts critical of him. Fans tried to bring receipts, mods started deleting. That's not random, that's management damage control. Then there's this wild allegation floating around Twitter. Claims that people in Aiden Ross's community were being paid in crypto to push positive PR for David. Sounds far-fetched at first, but look around. We've seen the industry pay off blogs, buy silence, even bend headlines before. Why wouldn't they try it here? And think about the labels. The second the story hit, they wiped this promo, killed this tour, pulled the plug on everything. On the surface, it looks like them doing the right thing, but some fans wonder if that's really about morality or just saving face before the lawsuits hit. So you gotta ask, who else knew? His friends? His team? The mods who heard him say delete everything? The neighbors who saw her with him? Somebody was complicit, cause ain't no way a 14-year-old missing girl is showing up backstage on Discord in his music, and nobody in the industry said a word until now. That's the cover-up angle. And if that's true, this goes way deeper than just David. All right, let's stop replaying the same receipts and look at the pattern from a different angle, because that's where the real lesson sits, not in the headlines we already read. First thing, look at how accountability actually happened in the R. Kelly saga and why that matters now. R. Kelly didn't fall because one outlet blew the lid. He fell because survivors stuck to it for years. Lawyers piled receipts, and prosecutors finally found a way to stitch civil testimony and digital evidence together. That took time, organization, and people willing to keep showing up. If this case moves, it'll be because folks keep pushing, not because Twitter got loud for a weekend. Next, watch the legal toolbox that worked before and what's different now. In earlier cases, civil suits, NDAs getting ripped, and brave witnesses changed the math. Today, you add cloud backups, phone metadata, and public live streams. Those tech traces can lock timelines down faster or get messy faster, depending on how careful people were. So the same pattern exists, but the evidence game changed. That's important for viewers to understand. Also, don't skip the money angle. With some of the old cases, payouts and hush deals were how things stayed quiet. Now you've got crypto, subreddit management, private servers, and PR armies. The method shifted, but the motive didn't, which means we gotta call out not just the abusers, but the ecosystem that trades in silence. Here's the thing most people miss, and it's gold for retention. Compare two outcomes, not two names. Outcome A, the industry buries it, and the accused quietly rehabilitates. Brand deals return, career resumes. Outcome B, survivors and investigators force a legal collapse that ruins the accused's career permanently, and systems change. Which outcome do we want? That's the conversation. Don't fixate on name X or name Y. Fixate on how to push for outcome B. And one more fresh take for the culture heads watching. Stan culture used to be a fandom booster. Now it's also the first line of either defense or exposure. In older eras, fans weren't DMing receipts to reporters. Now they are. That means fans can protect kids or they can gaslight and enable. The tool is neutral. The choice is not. That's a leverage point we can exploit if we want change. So yeah, the parallels are ugly, but the useful question isn't who did it before, it's how did the system bend then, and how do we stop it bending again? That's what a follow-up video should do. That's what this conversation should push toward. Don't just name names, change the conditions that let it happen. Now let's talk about the stuff that straight up makes your skin crawl. People dug up that he and Celeste might have shared a Spotify playlist. Not just songs, but tracks that lined up with their little inside world. That's Grooming 101. Build a bubble where she feels special, while he hides her in plain sight. Then there's the whole Hello Kitty connection. Leaked stories, Crocs, dolls, even background details in his TikToks matching things she owned. That ain't coincidence. That's digital fingerprints all over his content. Even creepier, fans claim they spotted her sneaking backstage at one of his shows. Hood up, low profile, like she knew she wasn't supposed to be there. And nobody in his team stopped it. Nobody asked questions. And the worst rumor floating, that she might have been pregnant. That's not confirmed, but just hearing it made people's stomachs turn. If that's true, it explains why everything escalated, why she ended up silenced. Then while all this is bubbling, bruh is still online. Playing Fortnite, lurking streams, unfollowing people like nothing happened. A homicide investigation tied to his car, and he's out here gaming like he's stress-free. That's the creepy part. It's not just the evidence, it's how casual he's moving while the world unpacks it. That nonchalance might be the scariest detail of them all. Here's another angle nobody really talking about. The internet straight wilding with this case. Every time something drops, 10 fake screenshots pop up right behind it. Random Discord DMs, mystery leaks, burner accounts pretending they got inside info. Some even straight up typing confessions like they David himself. Problem is, all that noise don't just confuse fans, it slows down justice. Think about it. If cops gotta sift through what's real and what's Photoshop, that's wasted time. And if the defense team grabs even one fake screenshot, they'll wave it in court like, see, none of this is reliable. So yeah, clout chasers think they help him by exposing him, but low-key they could be helping him skate. And that's the dangerous part of social media. It amplifies the real and the fake at the same time. And I'ma be real with you, bruh. Some of y'all gotta chill with the detective cosplay. You ain't CSI. You on Reddit at 3 a.m. That don't mean stop caring, but know that throwing random lies into the fire can burn the whole case down. At the end of the day, man, a 14-year-old girl ain't here no more. And that's the only fact that really matters. Forget the streams, forget the tours, forget the hype. A whole family gotta wake up every morning knowing their daughter never coming back. And the internet, we obsessed with the twist, the Discord leaks, the is he guilty, is he innocent debates. But every minute wasted on clout chasing is a minute justice ain't moving forward. This case right here is showing us two ugly truths at the same time. Number one, fame don't protect you when receipts start stacking. Number two, the same fans who build you up can flip overnight when it gets dark. And me, I don't care about another hit single. I care about answers. I care about justice that actually sticks. Because if the system fumbles this, then it's just another reminder how broken things really are. So here's the question for y'all. Do you think David is skating right now because of quote unquote lack of evidence? Or is the machine stalling because of who he is? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'ma read through all of it. If you made it this far, salute. And if you rocking with this breakdown, check out the video that just popped on your screen. It ties straight into this one. I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.